G'day guys, Brad Clifton here for Australian Golf Digest. I'm joined by the one and only Paul Casey from Crushers GC. Paul, great to have you back. How's this trip been, mate?
Good, Brad. Apart from my playing with you today.
Someone had to do it.
No, it's genuinely, I mean, last year was, I think for a lot of people on the LIV Tour, this was the highlight of sort of the LIV season, just in terms of the atmosphere and the crowd we got down here in Australia. You've got an amazing crowd, you've got a great golf course. But I travelled around the world and everybody I've seen, I mean, I said this is probably maybe top 10 golf events I've ever played in. And I meant that genuinely. It was such a great atmosphere last year. I know the crowd are looking to be bigger this year and probably more vocal. But it's an absolute pleasure to be back, mate.
I'll be honest and say, when I first looked at the teams last year and how you guys had developed, I probably didn't have the Crushers somewhere near the top, but you guys have just gelled beautifully. What do you put it down to?
It's weird, isn't it? Because it's like a joke. We've got 2 Americans, an Indian and an Englishman walk onto a golf course. It's like a bad joke.
Is there a punchline?
No, there's not. And it doesn't, on paper, look like we're the favourites, or maybe people would sort of pick on their sort of, fantasy league team or something like that. But we all play great golf with 4 very different styles of golf game, led by the mad scientist, who arguably is one of the best captains out here. Probably for the fact that he actually just lets us do what we want to do. It's like herding cats with us. And Bryson he's a great golfer, as you all know, but once you get to know him, and we obviously know him very, very well, he's a wonderful person as well. Maybe a bit misunderstood by a lot of people, but he's been genuinely a great captain, and that's led to the Crushers playing some great golf on the golf course. We won the championship last year, and we've already performed some great golf so far this year.
How's the league in general gone for you? Has it exceeded your expectations outside of Adelaide, just as a league and an alternative for you guys to be playing?
I love the fact that I'm playing against an unbelievable field week in, week out. I mean, that's something you cannot hide out here when you're playing LIV golf. It's it's fast golf. One less round is actually more challenging than anything. You can't have a bad round and trying to catch up. 54 holes, you've got to put the foot down at the beginning and really go for it. And as much golf as I've played through the years, you can always change your tournament. Oh, we'll throw in something easy, get the confidence going. But there's nowhere to hide. You've got to go out and beat the world's best. The Dustins and Brysons and Brookses and John Rahms now and Cams and all these guys. That's bloody difficult. That is highly underrated. People don't appreciate that who don't pay attention. It's very real and it's very, very difficult, but I love it.
Just finally, obviously a great golfer, but you used to be a really keen cricketer, and I believe a tragic Shane Warne fan from the age of whatever. It was very young.
There's nothing tragic about being a Shane Warne fan. I was a Beefy fan, an Ian Botham fan, because he was an all-rounder, and my cricket game was probably a little bit like my golf game. It's not like I'm brilliant at anything, but I'm okay at most of it. Let's just put it that way. I was a decent bowler. I mean, look, I'm talking about when I was 13, so medium pace for a 13-year-old. Average batter, never had a century, but an average batter, but a very good arm. Great fielder, good catcher.
I can see the natural athlete in you, mate. It's great to have you back here, and appreciate any tips along the way, mate. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Brad. Cheers, mate.